All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number one does look like it will be our only heat tonight. Dave Holmberg and Ed Sr. on the front row after the invert. Kyle McRicken Martin and Ryan McDaniels on the second row. Brian Hewitt, Vern Spring on the third row. Riley Maricchio, Scott Snodgrass on the fourth row. Kendrick Cryer and David Lux round out your top 10. Edmund Jones and Chance Maderick round out the field. And it looks like Holmberg is going to the back, considering he has not turned a lap here tonight. That might be a good choice. McRicken has also dropped to the tail end. Looking down at 5 flags from the blimp, and you'll note turn 2 and turns 3 and 4 do not have great lighting. Does make it a little bit tricky for the drivers. Pace car about to drop in. Brian Hewitt in control. Pace car is in. Hewitt fires green in the air. Holy cow! Riley Maricchio on the attack out of turn 2. Up 6 spots, takes the lead in 1 lap. Vern Spring up to 5th. Edmund Jones up 8 spots into 3rd. Cryer up 7 spots into 2nd. Kendrick looks to the high side. Ryan McDaniel has had a problem behind. Hey, good evening, Jason. How are you, buddy? Ryan is towed to pit road. Vern Spring has also had a problem. Oh, cars around, out of 2. McRicken on the move. Kendrick Cryer looking underneath Riley Maricchio. There, oh! Maricchio gets bumped. Cryer to the lead. Edmund survives. David Lux now up into 3rd. Scott into 4th, McRicken in 5th. Vern Spring, Ryan McDaniels, Brian Hewitt, all 3 on pit road already. Oh! White flag. One more time around for the heat. Edmund tries to look under Cryer. Not enough. Kendrick Cryer will win the heat. Definitely exciting heat. We've got a lot to look forward to in the feature. Drivers heading out for warm-up. We will not see the full 15 minutes. Hey, good evening, Tina. Doing good. How are you doing tonight? Kyle Martin, for some reason, stopped there. Oh, looks like they're going to do a pit party with David Lux, Kendrick Grier. Looks like Chance Maderick also involved. Ed Sr., the current fastest car. Oh, nope. It is Kendrick now. Tina, you might want to go see the doctor, the ER maybe. Ryan, call your mom and check on her. Hopefully everybody is ready for an exciting race. 12 cars on this half-mile up and down track. Well, glad you got the patch on, Tina. Hopefully you'll be all right. If you guys have missed any of this season's races, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel where all the races and all the YouTube shorts from all the highlights of this season and every league we broadcast, every race since the inception of Jones BS Racing is on our YouTube channel. A lot of great battles on track. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTubes. Well, Tina, try and take it easy. Hopefully they'll put on a good show that relaxes you. Should be seeing warm-up come to a close in just over a minute. Just enough time to run to the snack bar, get some food, get some drink while you're standing in line. Make sure to hit that like, follow, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that share button. Invite your friends and family. McRacken just topped the leaderboard. Well, hopefully everybody just leaves Ryan alone here tonight. Should be seeing the white flag for warm-up any moment now. McRacken tops the leaderboard, followed by Chance Maderick, Riley Maricchio, David Lux, and Brian Hewitt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. the feature event from Five Flags. Kendrick Cryer and Edmund Jones on the front row. David Lux and Kyle McRecken Martin on the second row. Scott Snodgrass and Dave Holmberg on the third row. Chance Maderick and Riley Maricchio on the fourth. Ed Sr. and Brian Hewitt round out the top 10. Vern Springs starting in 11th. Ryan McDaniels starts in 12th. Pace car about to start rolling. Everybody on the grid. And Cryer is going to the tail end of the field. Kendrick Cryer has dropped to the back with McRecken. This track has a tendency to get tight and things get close very, very quickly. I'd normally say it's not an easy track to get back to the front on, but with what we saw during the heat, anything is possible. Here we go. Pace car is in. And Edmund Jones fires there away. Green flag is in the air at Five Flags. David Lux. Oh! Lux loose out of 2. He saves it. They're 3 wide behind. Wow, everybody holds on. 3 wide out of turn 4. McRecken in the wall. Caution. Caution is out. McRecken and Ryan McDaniels involved. Hey, good evening, Becky. McRecken 3 wide and gets a tap. Comes up, collects Ryan McDaniels and sends him into the wall. Ryan back behind, clear of the battling ahead. Almost made it through. McRecken went to pit road. Does not look like Ryan took it in. A little bit of damage, but the car appears to be okay. So now Edmund Jones has Scott Snodgrass up front. Actually, John, before the race, David Lux told me he was winning this tonight. McRecken is still on pit road. Lights are out on the pace car while Chance Maderick was doing some extreme tire cleaning and warming. Edmund Jones, Scott Snodgrass on the front row, Dave Holmberg, Chance Maderick, and Ed Sr., your top 5. Remember, it's almost as soon as the pace car is in, Green flag is back in the air. They are gone. Looks like a few drivers mid-pack kiss the wall while Vern on the move up top. Scott Snodgrass just set the fastest lap so far as he tries to reel in Edmund Jones. Chance Maderick right on his bumper. Ryan McDaniel starting to make some moves. Looks to the outside on Hewitt. Edmund Jones out front still, but Maderick looking underneath and takes second from Scott. Brian Hewitt had a brief off track a moment ago. Back in 11th, Ryan McDaniel's in 10th. And McRacken back out on track in 12th. He has got some ground to make up. Meanwhile, Riley Maricchio already up 4 spots into 4th place. Riley, the winningest Tourmont driver in Jones BS Racing history, already has 3 wins this season, looking for number 4 here tonight. Kendrick Cryer on the move up to the front as well. Remember, he took an EOL at the start, intentionally dropped to the back, now up into 5th place. Holmberg with no practice, no qualifying, already in 6th place. Edmund Jones has a half-second lead right now, but Chance Maderick closing the gap. Scott staying with him for the moment. And Vern Spring on the attack. He just took 6th place from Dave Holmberg. Ryan McDaniel's now up into the top 10. In 10th, closing in on the cars ahead. Brian Hewitt, though, closing back in on his bumper. Riley Maricchio just got by Scott Snodgrass to take 3rd, now sets his sights on Chance in 2nd. John, I've watched Scott race for almost 4 years. I know he knows how to get it done. You're absolutely right. It is just a matter of time. Kendrick Cryer in 5th, closing in on the cars ahead. Vern Spring back in 6th. David Lux in 7th, trying to pull back up on Vern. Vern, another one who gets faster and faster every season. Edmund Jones maintains the lead at 0.6 of a second over Chance. Riley Maricchio still in 3rd. Scott half a second back in 4th. Kendrick Cryer in 5th. Vern Spring in 6th. A lot of points battles being settled here tonight with a lot of cars not here. Andrew Thornton not here tonight. That'll let Edmund Jones and Vern Spring close in. Edmund and Vern are tied, but Edmund currently leading Vern back in 7th. Scott Snodgrass back 5th in points, likely to gain some ground on Vern here tonight. But Kendrick Cryer is all over Scott's back bumper. Kendrick now has a run underneath Scott. Oh, they banged tires at the start-finish line. And Kendrick Cryer now to 4th. McCracken still 1 lap down, trying to fight his way back to the lead lap. Riley Maricchio in 3rd, continuing to close the gap on Chance Maddock in 2nd. Kendrick Cryer back in 4th, trying to run down the top 3. He is 1.6 seconds back at the moment. Ed Sr. now up into 8th. Brian Hewitt has moved into 9th. Holmberg has dropped back into 10th. Ryan McDaniels in 11th, closing back up on Holmberg. Edmund Jones very, very soon will be into lap traffic. And that will change the race up in a big way and will allow the cars back behind to reel him in. Scott Snodgrass holds on to 5th, has a big gap on David Lux. Lux about 3.2 seconds behind. Vern Spring back in 7th, trying to close the gap on the cars ahead. Meanwhile, the top 3 are getting closer and closer together as Riley Maricchio now just 0.8 of a second behind Maddock. Maddock just 0.6 of a second behind Edmund as Edmund gets into lap traffic. And this battle of the lap cars with the leaders, that could change everything. Whoa! Just like that, as Edmund had a little contact with one of the lap cars. Chance Maddock was able to blow through the lap traffic even quicker, as was Riley Maricchio. Now all 3 of the top 3 less than 0.9 of a second apart. Kendrick Cryer now just 1.5 seconds back. Edmund Jones pulls back out to a half-second lead over Madrick. But now Chance has Riley right on the bumper. Kendrick Cryer, the last couple of laps, back and forth, has actually lost ground to the top three. His cleared lap traffic. Will he be able to gain any ground now? Scott back in fifth has slowed down a hair. It has allowed David Lux to get a second behind. Lux closing in. Vern Spring back in seventh. Ed Sr. holds on to eighth. Brian Hewitt still rolls in ninth. Holmberg in 10th. Ryan McDaniel in 11th. And McRacken a lap down in 12th. The leaders starting to close in on more lap traffic. Brian Hewitt and Ed Sr. just ahead. As Riley is all over Chance's bumper, looking for an opportunity to get around him. Chance Madrick doing everything he can to keep Riley in the mirror and not let Edmund get too far ahead, as Riley has a run and takes second place from Madrick. Now sets his sights on Edmund. Edmund in lap traffic again. They just went by McRacken. He moves to the high line. McRacken was the points leader coming into tonight. He had a big points lead. This is going to have a very dramatic effect on the point standings. Riley Maricchio now just 4/10 behind. Kendrick Cryer has just gotten by Madrick to take third. Ryan McDaniel has just moved up into 10th, having just gotten past Holmberg, and is now closing back in on Brian Hewitt. David Lux has taken 5th from Scott Snodgrass. Scott still on his bumper, trying to find... Oh, Scott kisses the wall. Chance Madrick continues to drift backwards. Kendrick now to third, but he is 2 seconds behind with 20 laps to go. John, with all these battles going on and lap traffic getting involved, that is a distinct possibility. Riley Maricchio all over the back bumper of Edmund Jones as they close up on Ed Sr. and Brian Hewitt. Hewitt now up into 8th, is closing in on Vern Spring in 7th. Ed Sr. goes to the high line. The top 2 get by quickly. Brian Hewitt now has to deal with the lead lap cars. He goes to the high side as well. They sneak by quickly, but they are in heavy lap traffic as Vern Spring is just ahead. Kendrick Cryer back in 3rd, still 2 seconds back. Maderick in 4th. Lux still holds on to 5th. Next time by it'll be Riley Maricchio has made the move and taken the lead for the first time tonight. Looks like Riley just got the run finally. Out of 3 and 4, got the nose in, sends it deep into 1 and 2, and Edmund did not have the momentum to come back. So Riley Maricchio to the lead, Edmund in 2nd. Cryer in 3rd, now 1.9 seconds back, but still too far with 8 to go. Chance Maderick in 4th, closing back up a little bit. Lux back in 5th. Scott safely in 6th. Vern in 7th. Has Hewitt right behind in 8th. Ed Sr. back in 9th. Ryan in 10th. Riley Maricchio started the season with 3 wins in a row. Took a couple weeks off. Comes back. Can he get his 4th win of the season? 5 laps to go here at Five Flags. Lap traffic will come into play. Maricchio has opened up a gap on Edmund. 3 to go for Riley Maricchio at Five Flags. Looks underneath the lap traffic out of turn 2. Lap cars moving up to the high side. He maintains a half-second gap on Edmund. 2 laps to go. He started in 8th place, quickly fought his way through the field, has kept the car clean, and now gets the white flag one more time around. Starting the season with 3 consecutive wins, a couple of weeks off, he comes back and returns to victory lane at Five Flags. Edmund Jones coming home in second. Kendrick Cryer finishes in third. Let's talk to our top three. Starting with third place, Kendrick Cryer. Kendrick, one heck of a run. You take an EOL to start the night and then charged almost all the way to the front.
Almost, but I burned my right front off early in the race, a little too much, and we also didn't get a caution at all throughout the race. We only had the one early caution, and that I think I definitely would have had a little bit of a better chance if I had a caution around halfway.
Well, I have to ask, are you regretting taking the EOL tonight?
No, not really. In the heat race, I kind of drove it in a little too hard into Riley, and I decided to take EOL for that. So that was my fault there.
Well, buddy, still a great job, a great finish, and a great charge from the back. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Edmund Jones comes home in second. Edmund, you led quite a few laps here tonight, but not the one that counted the most.
Yeah, dude. I'm just lucky that with guys like Riley and Kendrick that I'm even on the podium. You know, I'm not the caliber of driver that either of those guys are, and sometimes I just luck into it, and just happy to be up here. I used up too much of my stuff early, you know, trying to get through lap traffic, and just one mental mistake, and Riley was able to take advantage of it.
Well, he definitely did. His fourth win of the season, but another podium definitely helps in the points. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
And finally, back in victory lane, after a few weeks off, Riley back in victory lane. You started the season with dominance, took a couple weeks off, came back, and just drove straight back to victory lane.
Hey, Doug, it's good to be back in victory lane. Yeah, I mean, we were on vacation. Kendra got me a few times. Very good driver. But yeah, I saw Ed was kind of using up his tires a little early there, and so was Chance. It was kind of us three battling for the win. But I kind of just held my ground. I knew that if I just kept going through some laps, saving tire, that Ed would fall off, Chance would fall off, which they both kind of did towards the end. But it was a good race. I thought that was pretty entertaining for everyone. It was very entertaining for me.
It definitely was, man. Great job, and obviously back in victory lane, a huge points night as well. Congratulations, bud.
Yeah, I'm going to just thank EPI Setup Shops, Shred Some YouTube channel, JTT Racing. Then the other thing is, since I just moved into college, I was experiencing some black screens because it's just getting the setup all ready to go. So I don't know if it looked funky, but some of those corners, my screen went black, and I was just praying I didn't kill in a wall or kill anybody. So yeah, we made it though. We finished the race. So thanks for doing what you do. Appreciate Ed. I appreciate you, Doug. So thanks, guys.
Have a great night. Congratulations. Go celebrate, bud.
Thank you, buddy. I'm going to do some burnouts for y'all.
Well, we end the night with some burnouts from Riley Maricchio. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you all had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. This race will be on YouTube later tonight with all the Jones BS races. So make sure you check them out. No racing tomorrow night. Wednesday night, we will have the C12 Motorsports Street Stock Challenge. But we will have something to entertain you tomorrow night. We'll give you a little surprise. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, everybody.